Hello all, how are you today? I am here with a review for you. This is one of the candles in the new collection that just came out, the Southern Sweet Collection or Southern Sweet Tea, whatever you want to call it. This candle is Bow Ties and Bourbon. Now, you're not going to be able to read and or see the label, but it was cute before it got scorchy. So I gave this an 8 out of 10 in the beginning because it's actually really cute. I really like the lids. They're like a kind of like a pewtery kind of rubbed pewter. I don't know how to describe it. It's very matte. It's not reflective at all, but it's got this super cute little design. It's got this beautiful kind of royal blue wax, which I think is really pretty. And the label, you can still see it a little bit. It has this kind of paisley print behind there, and it says Bow Ties and Bourbon, but of course, that got a little burnt there. So I actually noticed that a lot with the labels like this. These kind of construction papery labels that were on like the Artisan collection in the fall. A couple of my Artisan candles got this same sort of burn thing. So sometimes the paper labels will burn a little bit easier than like the plastic ones. So, you know, whatever, I'm not that surprised. So the scent description on this says, a blend of polished dark oak, fresh bergamot, and a hint of bourbon spirits that's got all the elegance and charm of a Southern gentleman. There's no bourbon scent in this at all, but you do get that woodsy note, so that would be your oak, and you get a musky cologne scent primarily, which is what they describe as bergamot. I drink a lot of Earl Grey tea, which is essentially nothing but bergamot, and it really does not smell. When they say bergamot scent, it really is not the same scent as like the real deal, but it's the same in all of the candles they describe as having bergamot in it. So it's kind of like their version of bergamot. When they put it in candles, it all smells the same, but it's not an authentic smell. So yeah, this is definitely a cologne candle, but it's got a little bit of that woodsy note behind it, which actually made it pretty pleasant. Normally your cologne scented candles aren't my favorite. Every once in a while I like one, but I actually really enjoyed this one. I actually enjoyed it more than like the other cologne scented candles I've burned, like the Be Daring and like your black tie candles. I actually enjoyed this one more because it has that kind of woodsy note behind it, and I traditionally like candles with that woodsy kind of smell, like fireside, those type of candles. So I actually really like this because it's more of like a woodsy cologne. It's more of like a real rugged man scent instead of like a pretty boy scent. I don't know if that makes sense, but it smells like a handsome lumberjack or something. So actually, if you're the type of person like me that doesn't just naturally gravitate towards these kind of musky cologne candles, I actually would suggest or like challenge you to go to the store and smell this one, because I was pleasantly surprised. I actually kept walking by it. I had it burning in my living room. And I would walk by and be like, you know, I actually really like that one. I really like the smell of that. And normally I'm just kind of blasé about the cologne candles. I'm kind of like, you know, take them or leave them. I'm not really wooed by it. But this one I actually like. I actually do like this one. As far as like the cologne candles that are out there, like mahogany, teakwood, all those, this one is actually probably my favorite one that I've ever burned. I actually enjoyed it. This one, the performance was fabulous. Very high flames, as you can tell, because it got all scorched. 10 out of 10. I mean, it was perfectly burning, but this baby burned fast because it was so hot. This was like a 3-day candle, and that was it. I mean, it was done for. This was like the, what is it, 25-hour or 20-hour? Yeah, the 25-hour, probably barely even 25 hours. This baby burned and he was gone. But yeah, it burned great. I had no issues at all. And it actually is a pretty strong candle. It's not gonna like choke you out. I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10, kind of like a strong medium-high throw, either like low-high or high-medium throw. It's kind of a little bit above your average Bath & Body Works throw, which is still, you know, stronger than most candles. This one was a little above average in the throw, but it's not, you know, one of the strongest candles you're ever gonna burn from them. But it will definitely fill a room. It's not really gonna linger the next day or fill your whole house, but, you know, it gets the job done. It fills up whatever room you have it burning in. I had it burning in my living room and it filled up the area, no problem. So the question is, would I repurchase bow ties and bourbon? You know, I actually would. It's not one that I have on my hoard-worthy list, like, oh my gosh, I have to go buy 10 of them. But, you know, if there was like a candle sale and there was like a 2 for $24 and I needed a second one, I might throw another one of these in my bag and I wouldn't even be mad about it. It's a good candle. If you like cologne musky scents, you're probably gonna love this one. I know that my sister and my mom really enjoy those sort of scents, so they probably will think this is like amazing if they burn it. It's just not traditionally my category that I favor, but I was pleasantly surprised. I suggest giving this one a try. If you don't traditionally like musky scents, this one, you know, surprised me. It was different than I thought it would be, and it's just a nice kind of woodsy cologne-y scent. It's really more of a fall scent. This one really probably would be a bigger hit in the fall, but it's nice. It's a pleasant scent and I enjoyed it. So what do you guys think of bow ties and bourbon? Did you get the same apocalypse now death happening on your label like I did? Oh well, that's all I have to say about this one. I will see you next time. Bye.